What is up, guys, and welcome to the first official fishing video on the It's Johnny Fishing channel. I forgot the name of my channel for a second. But today we are going to be going up to the pond. It's mainly bluegill. There are some massive bluegill in there, and we're going to go see if we can catch them. You might be thinking, what are you going to fish with? Most people go to the store, buy live worms. I'm an OG. I dig up my worms myself. So we're going to dig up some worms. Probably going to do a time lapse of that. Then we're going to head up to the pond, and we're going to get fishing. Peace. Okay, guys. Well, it is 108 degrees outside right now. So the worms are not really under the rocks like they should be. So I'm just going to go and get some bread. It's going to be the easiest option. But I've checked under mostly all the rocks, and I didn't find a single worm. So it looks like bread's the next best option. So we're going to go grab some bread. Alright, guys, I got my fishing pole, got my bread, and we are walking up to the pond. It's right up the hill from our house. With these bluegill, they're so big in here. Okay, there's a ton of massive bluegill, but there's also a ton of baby ones. I left my sunglasses, dang. This water's so shallow, though. If I have my polarized sunglasses on, I can see practically any fish swimming around. One time I saw a bluegill that I swear could have weighed at least a pound with my sunglasses on. But, yeah. So the pond's right up here around this corner, I'm going to tell y'all. So, we threw some crappie in this pond once. But, like, I think they all died because the bluegill ate the eggs. Because I googled it, and bluegill have been known to eat fish eggs. So I guess bluegill enjoy some caviar. But we will do some fishing for bigger fish eventually on the channel. Like, we got this one pond that we go to has massive crappie. We got another pond we go to that has massive bass. Like, walking up here, I can already see bluegill coming up to the surface, snatching little bugs. Oh, there's tons of frogs, too. But if I had one of those topwater beetles, y'all know what I'm talking about, like topwater beetles, I can already see a fish right there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I can see a fish. I don't even have polarized right now. Oh, my God. Yeah, but we don't even really have to have a bobber for these bluegill. Because they kind of just, like, grab it and take it. Then you can kind of just hook them. So I got 3 pieces of bread. I'm going to leave once I run out. Alright, get a nice little bread ball. I caught a bluegill out of here the other day that probably weighed half a pound. I know that might not seem like a lot, but for a bluegill, that's massive. There's also, other kinds of sunfish in here, but it's mainly bluegill. They get a good, nice bread ball up on there. I'm going to step into the shallow water so I can get a better angle for my casting. And hopefully not slip, because I do not want my camera to get wet. Oh, what the heck is that thing? Oh my God, that was a giant tadpole. Oh, I forgot my bell isn't open. Alright, right there is where I get my big bites. Right there's where I get my big bites. Big bite, big bite, big bite, big bite. Oh, there's tiny bluegill attacking it. So there's a lot of bigger sized ones, but there's definitely... See, second cast, you got a fish. I don't know if y'all can see it. There's a fish right there. Oh, dang, he swallowed that thing. I don't know, I barely had him hooked. Okay. We got a little bluegill right there. That's one of the it's on the smaller side of the bluegill in this pond. But, you know, he's a bluegill. Alrighty. See you, little guy. They'll be swimming by my feet. Ooh. So muddy. Hasn't rained in a few days though, and it's 105 degrees out here. Just checked. Somebody caught the same bluegill twice in a row, and there's a massive bluegill right there. Oh my god, that thing is huge. Dang it got scared. Come on, there's no need to be scared, buddy. No need to be scared. No need to be scared. I'm hung on a freaking weed. And I'm swinging it the wrong way. Dang, there was a massive bluegill, then I got tangled, and dang, that sucks. Oh, took my bread. Dude, the thing with bread is... Well, the thing with bread is it's bread. I'm taking my shoes off. Sandals are not the best shoe for the job. Was gonna wear my boots down here, but well, they are too small now. Being 11 years old, 5'10", and a size 13 shoe, I don't recommend it. Oh, that big bluegill's back. Okay, I'm balling it up on the hook. No, he swam away. Oh, there's a giant, I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's a giant bluegill. All right, he's right there. I'm just gonna bloop. Oh. Wait, we want a big bite. Oh, I saw him come up and get that. All right, there's another fish. See, still, there are bluegill like 3 times his size in here. All right, I'm kind of like using a piece of bread as a swim bait, but there you go. You got a free snack and a free lip piercing. All right, hey, how should I release him? Should I like put him down in the water? Should I back? I'm just gonna sit him on down. He was just chilling there for a second, then he decided to swim off. The thing about this pond is sometimes this actually works. I set a piece of bread in my hand, put my hand in the water, and the bluegill swim up and they attack the bread while it's in my hand. Oh, that massive bluegill is right there again. I'm going to cast it right in front of him. No, actually, no, I'm not, because all the little ones are probably going to take it. Holy crap, that bluegill just came to the surface. The thing was like the size of my fingernail. Hey, fishy. Want it, fishy? Want it, fishy? Ooh. Want it, fishy? Ooh. Okay, I'm playing with the fishies is fun. Oh! Another big bluegill. Hey, big buddy. Hey, look, I know you're in pain. I know you just got a hook in your face. But you're fine. Think of it as a free lip. Dang, this bluegill, he got teeth. Okay, guys, I don't think that's a bluegill, because he got teeth. Alright, you tried to bite me, so... Look at the 360. Trust me, they like how I release them. I put them into deeper parts of the pond they've never been brave enough to explore. But I have fish for every kind of fish in this pond. I put on bass jigs, or I put on bass worms, crappie jigs. I've used live bait. I've used minnows. I've used crappie. I've used catfish poles. The only thing out here is bluegill. But let me tell you, if I ever catch a mama bass packed full with eggs, she is going in this pond. Come on, bite it. Oh, I just got a big bite. Okay, the other day, I don't think this was a bluegill that hit me. It was bending my pole. Bluegill don't normally bend your pole. Oh, that big old bluegill is back. I don't know, is that a bluegill or is that a perch? It's either a bluegill or a perch. So like I said, there's other types of sunfish in here. Alright, I'm just gonna throw that on out there. Kind of swim it. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Why am I swimming a piece of bread? Oh, dang. That was a big bluegill I had on right there. I don't know if y'all could see the tension in my line, but there was a bluegill on there. Alright, I'm trying to get one of the bigger ones. Oh, don't even got a hook now. I guess I was just bumping. Or just got a hook now. I guess I was just bumping fish. But I have caught quite a few decent-sized bluegill out of here. Thing is, the little dumb ones just try to bite your bobber. Or your weight. That's why I don't use a bobber. Because they always steal your bait before you can hook the bobber under. Or I'm going to ball it up on the hook. So that if he bites it, he has to get hooked. Never try to put a bread on a treble hook. It won't end well. Oh yeah, I'm on the bluegill honey hole. There's so many small fish. Okay, I think that was a creek chub, and I know this isn't a creek, but I could have sworn that was a creek chub. Bro, why does this piece of bread swim so good? Okay, big bluegill, big bluegill, big bluegill. There are like 150 fish right there. And one of them just stole my bait. I've really only ever fished in this specific area around this pond. But I can't really go anywhere else because there's so many freaking weeds. Let me tell you, if there were bass in here, topwater frog would just hit different. And that's facts. But I have hooked some big old fish on topwater before. Holy crap, that was a giant bullfrog just jumped in. Oh, that big bluegill is right there. Come on, big bite, big bite, big bite. No, not little bite. I want a big bite, not a little bite. All right, right there, right there, right there, right in the honey hole, right in the honey hole, right in the honey hole. And he came off. Okay, this is gonna be a struggle. Maybe I'm gonna chum up the water. That's a good idea. Let's chum up the water. Okay, as soon as I throw this bread in, I start seeing little bluegill come up and attack it. Oh, that was a big one. Holy crap. Okay, I gotta get the bread on quick. There's like 70 fish over there attacking one piece of bread. Holy, that was crappie. That had to have been a crappie. Bluegill don't hit like that. That was a crappie. Bluegill do not attack like that. Oh. That's a decent sized bluegill. Biggest one of the day. Oh yeah, child. Biggest bluegill of the day. You still got my bread in your mouth. Drop it. Drop it. Well, you can eat it. He still had my bread in his mouth. I guess as a thank you for the bite, I let him keep the bread. There's so many frogs in this pond. How are there not bass in here? Probably because the old owner never fished and he just stocked it with bluegill. You know what? Bluegill has found their way into places. Because I know there's a creek right over there. Okay, so there's bluegill on this creek over here. Like, one day I went down there, there was no fish. The other day I went down there was bluegill. But there's a pond, not this pond, across the creek that flooded and brought bluegill into the creek. Then I think the bluegill from that creek flooded into this pond and they overpopulated, all the good stuff. I'm not saying overpopulation is good stuff. Whenever I can't think of anything else to say, I just say, and all that good stuff. But, you know, overpopulation does make fishing fun. Come on, big bite, big bite, big bite, big bite. But there were definitely fish chasing it. It's not big ones like I would like. I'm looking for a record bluegill. Come on, record bluegill, right here, right here, right here, record bluegill. You know what, I feel it. I can tell the future I'm catching a fish on this cast. Let it sink, let it sink, let it sink. Reel in some slack. Reel, 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 reel. Okay, if there's no fish attacking my bread, something's wrong. Ooh, I think it's because they're all right there. They are all right there. But yeah, all the fish are right there. But I saw a bluegill come up and get a spider. I think it was pretty big too. Spider, not the bluegill. Bluegill was tiny. Okay, come on. There's fish jumping right there. If I don't get a big bite right here. Oh, there's a big bluegill right there following it. You want some bread? Want some bread? Want some bread? Want some bread? Come on, you know you want it. You know you want it. You know you want it. None of them are big enough to fit the bread in their mouth. Okay, I did get hit right there. Either that or I was hitting the bottom. Like I already said, this pond is very shallow. A fish just touched my foot. Alright, I'm just gonna let that sink a little. I'm a real slow. Okay, this might sound crazy, but what if I tried topwater bread? Ugh. Either I'm sweating or there's stuff crawling down my back, but it is 100 degrees outside, so I'm probably sweating. Alright, big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish. Come here, big mama. Come here, big mama. Come here, big mama. You're not big mama. You're little cousin that nobody likes. You're that one sciencey kid in the neighborhood nobody wants to be friends with. Oh, come on. Bite it, bite it, bite it, bite it, bite it. Okay, I think it's official that these fish are too small to fit the bread in their mouth. So I'll just let the little babies nibble some of it off. I'll just keep nibbling it off. Keep nibbling some off. I don't want to waste bread, so I'm giving these fish a little snack. That should work well. Just a big old bluegill messing with my bread. No, I don't want the little old bluegill. I want the big old bluegill. Alright, big old bluegill, big old bluegill. I want that big mama. I'm just gonna let this one sit and wait. Alright, ready, 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 ready. Alrighty, I see you, I see you, I see you. Okay, come on, these fish have been nibbling this bread long enough. It has to be small enough at this point. Oh. Why do I try to set the hook that hard on a bluegill? Now I'm just dumb for that. And my bread just fell off. Great, bluegill got a free snack. Alright, I think one more fish that I'm dipping because it is hot out here. And I mean, like, I am sweating everywhere. Everywhere. Bro, I don't even know if the fish are feeling like biting because I'm not feeling like they are. I know I caught two pretty decent sized ones. Or topwater bread. Topwater bread, topwater bread. Okay, topwater bread ain't gonna work. Okay, if I don't catch a fish within the first few casts, I'm dipping. Because it is super hot out here. You know what, I'm just going to leave this one sitting there for a while. And if I don't get a big bite, I'm going to dip. Alright, so it's kind of just sitting there right now. I can kind of see the fish munching on it. I'll point it down a little so maybe y'all can see it. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna cast it right out there where I've caught my big fish and see if anything wants to bite it right there. Bro, no way the small fish are finding their way over there. Okay, these fish are kind of just having a feeding frenzy on this little piece of bread. It is so hot out here, guys. It's the middle of June, or no, middle of July. Oh, let's hit my bait. You know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm gonna try to do that. Okay, you know what? They took my bread. Okay, guys. Well, took my bread, most of it. Really not most of it. I'm just gonna chunk the rest back in the water. Y'all can watch the fish come up and attack it. Or not. Okay, yep, there's fish coming up there. I can see it. Even without my polarized sunglasses. Yep, well, it took all my bread. Fish aren't really biting today. It's super hot. I hope y'all enjoyed. We'll have more fishing posts coming out soon. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.